Most women over 60 who are active and walk daily think they're doing enough to stay strong. But as a home care physical therapist, I see something very different every single day. Active women getting weaker and they don't realize why. And this matters because weakness leads to falls, broken hips, and ending up in the nursing home. In this video, I'm breaking down the 3 biggest mistakes that quietly will steal your strength every year after age 60. And the first one shocks almost everybody because it's walking. But let me explain before you click away. Almost every woman over 60 who I work with walks and feels proud of it, as they should. And you should too. I often hear things like, I walk 3 miles with my friend every single morning. And I always say, that's amazing. Don't stop doing that. But here's a part that many women realize too late, and the mistake I don't want you making. If you're not also strength training, you're missing out on something that could quite literally save your life. Walking is great for your heart, but not for your strength. It just doesn't challenge your quad muscles enough to actually make them stronger. And especially not through the range of motion you need to get out of a chair or do stairs. So not only does it set you up to struggle with basic tasks in the future, but it also doesn't decrease your fall risk. And falls are a massive problem in older adults, as evidenced by the 14 million who fall down each year in the US. I can't tell you how many times I see a patient after a fall and bad injury and hear from them, well, I can't believe I fell. I was walking almost 10,000 steps every day. And then I explain how walking has essentially no carryover to protecting you from falls. So here's the number one thing I encourage you to start doing if you're not doing any strength training at all yet. Get back from your walk and do 1 set of sit to stands. Stand up and sit down from a chair, couch, or even the second step on your staircase. It will take you under a minute, and if you just walk for 30 to 45 minutes or longer, you have time for 1 more minute. It's simple, it's quick, and it will give you benefits that walking never will. The second biggest mistake is wasting time on exercises that just don't build strength. The list is endless here. Bands, light dumbbells, cardio machines turning the resistance way up, seated exercises with only minimal resistance, and things like chair yoga. These are all low effort movements, often with minimal range of motion. And they're what I often refer to as busy exercises. These busy exercises are kind of like washing the window, when what you really need to do is paint the wall. Because sure, your hand is moving and you are doing work, but it's not actually accomplishing the thing that needs to get done. And you've probably been led to believe these busy exercises are effective for you from TV, social media, or even the classes at your local gym. But they're effective at burning calories and not building strength that will keep you independent. Now, none of these are bad, and I'd always recommend some form of exercise over no exercise at all, but the problem still remains the same. None of them supply enough resistance to a meaningful range of motion to make your muscles stronger. And strength only improves when your largest muscles are challenged through a full range of motion with enough resistance. And a challenging amount of resistance is something that you can only do for about 10 to 20 reps. When it comes to your lower body, think about having your knees and hips bending to a large degree to work both your quad and glute muscles. You can do seated chair yoga all day, but no amount of reps with chair yoga is going to give you the strength you need to get up from a chair or do stairs effectively in the future. So if your training doesn't include some kind of squats, lunges, or step-ups in a rep range that challenges you, you're probably wasting your time, and it could come back to be a big issue in the future. And the third mistake that will steal your strength is avoiding any real-life day-to-day challenges. What I mean here are things like climbing stairs, carrying groceries and laundry baskets, and getting up and down from low surfaces. These are things that I see older women avoid all the time. And maybe you've been avoiding them too for fear of getting hurt. But that is certainly not ideal because real strength doesn't come from avoiding risk, and avoiding these activities is only making you weaker in the long run. Strength comes from a proper strength training program combined with consistently and safely performing these daily activities. Sure, not doing stairs for a week or a month doesn't matter, but add that up over the next year And then the next decade plus, if you've moved out of your 2-story home, that's literally life-changing stuff right there. Think about it this way. If you climb your stairs 8 times per day, you're climbing the height of Mount Everest in a year. And most people with stairs do half of that every day without even thinking about it. Doing these things not only keeps you strong, but ensures you won't get hurt when you have to do them for whatever reason in life. So if you've been avoiding things like stairs or carrying groceries, try to add them back in. Even one extra set of stairs every day will make a huge difference for you. I really hope this video at least made you see things a little differently, because it's just too easy to take what your doctor says or what you might read in a magazine at face value. And as someone who works with older women and also sees older women who have lost their independence due to weakness, I can tell you this. If you can make even the smallest change, you're impacting your future in a positive way. Tiny changes will compound either for better or for worse, depending on the choices you make. So just start small, stay consistent, and you'll be amazed at what you can accomplish over time.